like to go to Burger King for the sloppiness of it. Like, I know if I want to get really sloppy with a burger, then I go to Burger King.
Okay. That's like Wendy's for me.
Oh, really?
Huh. Yeah. It's just, for me, it's like it's the most similar to like a real burger because it has like the lettuce, the tomato, the onion.
I think that's what I don't like about it. Because it's not, because it's like, for me, it's like if I'm going to get that level of fast food, like the lowest tier of like fast food, which is like in my opinion, like kind of like a Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's. I just want the garbage. You know, I want like, I don't want it to let them to like pretend that there's like tomato on it and they like cut it. I don't want that. I just want.
You don't like the facade. You don't like you don't like the masquerade of Burger King.
And then you can gussy it up, put a little makeup on it. I don't. You know, that's good. I like that.
Okay. I don't even think they have tomatoes at McDonald's. I don't even think you can get tomatoes at McDonald's.
They used to have, when I worked there, they had a Big and Tasty, which was basically like a fake Whopper. Right?
Fake Whopper. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. I only ate that, really.
We all here have.
Bro, it's so fucked up looking.
I think. I don't know. Do you have one?
Yeah, I want to do an unboxing. I haven't even unboxed it. I've never. So we're recording right now. We just wanted to we wanted to fulfill our promise of today. Everybody getting a McRib while we still could. Have you? Who has had a McRib?
I've actually never had one.
So none of us have ever had a McRib. This is our first time. Everybody here. Okay, I thought at least one person would have had one before.
I wanted to make a point especially for the video watchers, that I had my McDonald's in a Target bag because I had to conceal it. I went out right before it's snowing here. I went out into the snow. Ventured off to McDonald's, and I had to come back. I'm gonna be quiet so she doesn't hear. But Goldie loves McDonald's, and she asked me every other day if we can go to McDonald's for dinner. And I told her no because we're trying to rein that in. I told her no earlier tonight, so I could not show up in the house with a bag of McDonald's.
No. Oh my god!
I had to conceal that.
It looks, it's actually considerably larger than I thought it was going to be. I have to admit, it is bigger than I thought it was going to be.
All right, here we go.
It's very long. At least there's like real onions on it. It's not the weird dehydrated ones.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
they're definitely real onions.
I'm like kind of hungover, so I'm like a little bit scared of this. Like, is this gonna?
Oh, dude, I'm gonna shit so much tomorrow. I feel like
this is how you're supposed to enjoy a fucking McRib is when you're hungover, right? Okay, I'm gonna take a bite.
McDonald's is good for if you're hungover. Yeah, I'm going in too.
I'm taking a bite here.
It looks so hastily made.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Not bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I definitely feel a certain level. I feel a certain level of disgust about the shape of the meat, but it's good.
I feel like rib is definitely like a generous term for it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. It is definitely pork based.
It's a mold.
Yeah. The barbecue sauce especially is like the most incredibly generic. It's like exactly what I thought it was going to be. Like in my mind, I was like, I had never had a McRib before. I never had a barbecue sauce at McDonald's before. And I was like, I knew what it was going to taste like. I took a bite and it absolutely tastes 100% exactly how I thought it was going to taste.
It's very viscous and like watery.
At the same time. Wow. Yeah, I'm a big fan of like pulled pork barbecue because I grew up in Memphis, and so I definitely understand the flavors they're trying to channel. And honestly, maybe if McDonald's just did like a pulled pork sandwich with the sauce and put well, they don't do coleslaw. I don't know about the pickles. I'm not sure about pickles on barbecue. I never done that.
I think, me neither. But it does kind of work on this because everything, like the McDonald's pickles, just like add a certain level of McDonald's-ness to it, which I support in this case because I lean into the McDonald's-ness of how McDonald's the food is. I don't want anything fancy. I want trash when I go to McDonald's.
No, I feel you.
And I'm getting that. I'm getting that from this McRib.
I've had enough. I think that 3-4 bites is good for me. I don't think I can eat anymore.
Oh, I'm going to eat the whole thing. I'm really hungry.
Nice. Well, I got the, this is an exclusive Western States menu item here. A hot and spicy McChicken.
Okay.
You can't order a McChicken in Colorado. I think it's the same in like New Mexico, maybe Arizona. It's like a set of
It's only spicy?
only spicy. If you get a McChicken at McDonald's out west, I don't know all the states, but I've heard the stories from some other people. You can't just get a McChicken. It's only a hot and spicy. That's the only option.
I mean,
It's not a problem.
Though?
It's so good.
Okay, because I like, I'll tell you, I throw my vote for the best chicken sandwich, like in the fast food chicken sandwich war, is probably KFC. KFC Nashville hot chicken.
Really?
Shit fucks for a fast food chain. Oh man, dude, fuck good.
Not to brag, but I worked there too. You said which sandwich did you say that you like?
This one I think is more recent. It was when they were
Nashville
doing like
hot.
they rolled out like the Nashville hot. They rolled out like the 3 was like honey gold something like that, and then there was like they took like 3 regional chickens and then like chicken tight like recipes, and then they rolled them out. But the Nashville hot one, I was like actually impressed with how good it was.
Yeah, there was like
spicy.
there was like a phase when like the whole fast food industry discovered cayenne pepper thanks to the quote unquote Nashville hot recipe.
Yeah, exactly.
That's literally all it is. Just cover it in cayenne. And
Yeah, it's cayenne. You just put the cayenne in the oil that you fried it in, and then you put the oil back on the fucking chicken. It's not fucking rocket science. It's delicious though.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's very funny that the Nashville hot became such a trend that there was a while there. It was a couple of years ago. I was just making memes of anything I could turn into a Nashville hot. You know, I did like a what was it? Red Robin Nashville hot milkshake. And it had like a little pickle garnish on the edge of the milkshake. Spice,
I would
rim.
eat that.
I would absolutely have.
Did I tell you I had what was it? Buffalo sauce soda. Had buffalo sauce soda.
I do think we've talked about this.
Okay,
we talked about the sodomizer.
It was miserable, and I don't recommend it. But it was interesting, and it did taste like buffalo sauce. I'll give them that. It didn't work at all, as a drink.
I like how eating a McChicken from McDonald's just feels like you get a nut busted all over your face. Just like uncontrollable amounts of mayonnaise just
It's a
bursting
massacre.
out.
That's how they get you.
I like it.
It's Ronald McDonald blowing his nut all over your fucking face.
I am covered in the most disgusting barbecue sauce right now.
I like that you have like Joker scars of barbecue sauce right now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
if you
leave
guys
it.
can't see this, it's really remarkable. It naturally happened. You want to know how I got these sauce?
You want to know how I got these
I'm
sauce?
gonna get these mixed scars. Wow, well, we really did it. We've been building up to this for a while. We finally did the McRib episode. We're missing so many people tonight.
Oh yeah, everybody got sick. It sucked. Like it really tore through. I got kind of lucky where I got sick like right after an episode, and then I was good by the next. I got COVID, and then I was good by the next episode recording, so I was all right. But yeah,
And then I got COVID.
yeah, then you got COVID from me.
And I was out for 2 weeks, but I'm back
That's how
now.
it goes.
Yay!
Yeah, we did that a few months back, and it just bounced through our whole family. That was fun. I'm glad to be back. I guess we should say welcome everybody to another episode of the Succ. I'm glad to be back. I haven't actually been here in 3 weeks. I know that everybody was talking about 2, but I do need to point out the episode before those.
Right.
You had some scandalous scallywag Chill Neal on the show. Which I've been listening to the episodes, and it explains why my daughter wouldn't go to sleep that night. I guess he had done something to stir her up.
Yeah, he was hell bent on ruining your life. It's just he needs to get over whatever's going on there.
It's always been that way. And see, this is why I believe cancel culture is not a thing. If Chill Neal is still out there putting on a show after what he did to me, there's no such thing as cancel culture, people.
Nope. Yeah.
In fact, I heard his show came back last night. I heard he did a new episode last night. This is fucked up. I'm not involved with that anymore, though. So,
Gave up that life.
yeah, I wash my hands of it. Sorry, Neil. Fuck off.
He's a hooligan.
It's been a while.
It's a piece of shit, man.
I'm glad to be back. I wanted to bring this up because nobody else will be able to talk about this. I put this at the top of the show notes. You know the song For He's a Jolly Good Fellow? Hey, y'all know that one?
Yeah, of course.
He's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow. So I was singing that the other night for my son, Kendall. I don't remember what he did. He did something that made me want to sing it. And I was like, damn, this song goes hard as fuck. Like, who wrote this song? Like, they just say, for he's a jolly good fellow a whole bunch of times. And then they're like, which nobody can deny, which nobody can deny. And it just keeps going. Like, just like, whoever wrote this song was like there for the homies. Like,
all the homies were in on this. This was like, these are your real ride or die motherfuckers singing this to you.
Yeah, I'm just imagining the situation where somebody was like, I got this motherfucker. Give me a pen and paper. I got a fucking song for this guy right here.
Yeah,
Or he is a jolly good fellow.
Man, you know Nathaniel, he's so fucking jolly. And just like a good
jolly
dude,
good
man.
fellow.
Just like a good jolly dude, a fellow.
And nobody can deny that.
No, that's
Nobody.
straight. Nobody can deny. 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 Nobody can deny.
I don't understand.
Give me a pen. Give me a pen.
How has this song not made a comeback? I feel like it should have been sampled. It should have been on something.
You gotta make it a thing. You gotta do remix.
You're the one who thought of it.
Remix.
It's you. You're the one who has to do it.
It's probably gonna happen. Yeah, but anytime I want
Christmas special,
build people up, just trust you might be hearing that more in the future.
Christmas banger. For
he's a jolly good fellow. I'm wondering how much of this McDonald's I'm going to eat on this show tonight. Sorry to all the listeners if you have misophonia.
I'm fighting the urge to finish this McRib here.
Oh, I housed it. It's gone now. Yeah.
I'm going to get more cum on my face real quick.
I want it to get like nice and cold and room temperature so I can really enjoy it how it's meant to be eaten.
No. That's the fatal flaw of McDonald's is you have to eat it fresh because the longer it goes, the more disgusting it gets.
Yeah, the French fries have already become kind of like styrofoamy. Like they're just not good if they're not hot. It's really disgusting.
If they sit at all, there's no bringing them back either. There's no way to like bring.
No, you can air fryer. It's the one way.
I believe
you tried
French fries in general, but not McDonald's French fries.
They do something to them.
Yeah.
So they fuck them up so you have to go back for your fix.
You have to go back and say, these are not hot anymore. Can I have some more fries?
Can you please reheat these in your special McDonald's oven? The McRib.
When people would come and ask for fresh fries, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to drop fresh fries, right? And then it takes like 20 minutes. But what I figured out is you can just take old fries, drop them in the fryer for 2 seconds, and then suddenly they're fresh fries again.
I love this.
Yeah.
Insider trading.
Insider information.
Yeah, not trading. We're not trading, but well, what's been going on, y'all? Let me look at the show notes here.
Well, hold on. Speaking of insider trading, Nancy Pelosi not going to be Speaker of the House anymore.
Yeah, is that really final? Like I heard some news stories this morning. She said officially
that she's not going to put herself up for the position at all. And she's like 90-something years old or something like that. I mean, it's time.
Ben Garrison is going to be really upset about this. Who's he going to draw pictures of massive mommy milkers that say socialism, communism on each upper titty area?
This would normally be like cause for celebration, but I'm like so confident that in the Democrats to like trot out like an even worse person who's more miserable and awful and corrupt. So yeah, we'll see.
Any guesses?
I hope they just like have Mitch McConnell just like switch teams and they bring him on.
I gotta look up. I want to see how. I was gonna ask if anybody knows how long. I gotta move these goddamn McDonald's so I can use my computer. How long has Pelosi been speaker?
Dude, it feels like forever.
It was almost 10 years. It was 8 years from January. Well, I don't know. This is just how long she was in office. Excuse me.
From 2011
That doesn't mean she was speaker the whole time. So
Yeah, I'm looking here. Yeah, I don't know what she was.
yeah. I see. Yeah, okay, all right. Here's all the stories. Pelosi to step down as House Democratic leader, paving the way for Kanye West to step up into the role.
That would be incredible.
It would be.
I support that.
Oh God,
Just fuck it, dude.
I've missed so much of the discourse. I mean, there's been so much going on. There's been
There has been, yeah.
the Twitter stuff, the Kanye stuff. I missed both of those. I guess now we had Dave Chappelle back on Saturday Night Live again, which I forget that that's a show sometimes.
Well, someone defended him recently, right? Like, or no, Dave Chappelle defended Kanye. That's what it was.
Kanye,
Yeah,
but I didn't watch
which is exactly, of course he did.
Yeah. It's on par with everything else that he's ever done. But yeah, he was just like, I don't know if you guys have been to Hollywood, but there are lots and lots of Jews. And like, that's like, that's basically what he said.
Nice. Those are really good jokes, Dave. Like these are like some
hilarious.
of your best. I mean, I don't know how to feel. I think I've said this on the show before that I have like so much. I mean, like the character of Chill Neil. I'm breaking kayfabe for the listeners. This is how special you are, Succ listeners. But I mean, the voice and the accent is definitely fully based. I mean, it's based on my own life experience because I grew up where that's how people talk. But I mean, Dave Chappelle's like character he plays in his movies and stuff is very much like, you know, Abba Zabba, you my only friend. I mean, that's the Chill Neil voice right there. It's the Dave. I mean, that's where it came from, you know. And I remember some of his earliest stand-ups just cracked me up so fucking hard. Like, I can't remember the one about the baby on the corner selling crack, and he's like sitting in his car, and he's like, "Hey, baby, go inside. You need to."
No, he's got some bangers, man. I mean, it's undeniable. You know, he's a hilarious guy.
But yeah, I think you get a lot of money and it just, you know, nothing sticks, you know, like this is the only thing I can say. I mean, the dude's clearly got neurosis as well. I mean, I don't know. Have we talked about this on the show? Because I went to see him live a couple of times before things got really ugly. Trying to remember where all I saw him. I know one was at Red Rocks and another was hell, I don't remember. I feel like it was somewhere closer because when you watch him live, I don't know what it is. He's so obsessed with like smoking that he does like, if he doesn't have a cigarette, he'll like do this motion like constantly, like he's putting his hand to his mouth, acting like he's smoking.
Could just be like a nervous tick.
I'm like, you're not okay, man. Like, I don't know what happened to you. Like,
it seems off.
That is not normal. It's like a Tourette's type thing, or not Tourette's. What is it called?
Like some kind of compulsion or something. OCD.
Yeah, like a tick or something. I'm just like, it bothered me to watch him, you know, because it seems like he just wants to smoke so bad. You know, I think one of the first shows I saw, they wouldn't let him smoke, and so he just had a cigarette that he kept putting in his mouth. And then later one, he had a vape, so he would like vape. But even when he like didn't have the vape in his hand, he would still just be like constantly doing this thing with his hand. Like, I'm like, dude, this is weird. Like, Comedy Central fucked you up, bro. Like, they did something terrible to you, man. Like,
he's probably like a chain smoker for like a long time. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, he probably
loved smoking.
Still gotta be. I mean, he must, when he's not doing a show, he must just smoke constantly, just nonstop. Because that's like, I don't know how else you have such a psychological condition where you need to pretend like you're smoking just to satisfy the urge, you know. I mean, speaking of chain smoking, I did want to bring this up. It's not on the show notes, but did y'all see this Chinese guy who ran a marathon while chain smoking cigarettes the entire time?
The whole fucking time.
And apparently not his first time to do this.
This was his third time. His third time doing it. And he completed it.
So disgusting to me. I can't. I mean, I don't know about y'all. I definitely had a whole past of being a smoker, you know, cigarettes, not weed. Like, I did probably have like a decade in my life where I smoked. I'm super glad I kicked that. And it's weird the contrast you'll have as a smoker to the smell of cigarette smoke to a, you know, resigned.
Yeah, you're both former smokers.
Yeah. I don't like this the smell of cigarettes anymore. When I did smoke and before I smoked, I loved it. But it's like, it's a super turnoff for me now. I can't stand it.
Yeah, it's nasty. You know, like when I smell somebody smoking, I'm like, what is wrong with you? why would you smoke? But I can remember so many days of my life that just puffing on that cigarette was just so nice. It was just the nicest thing I've ever. I mean, I just would have, especially in the winter.
I love smoking.
Smoked me a cigarette and just don't even get me started.
And that's the thing too, because
I mean,
yeah, I feel like I made a lot of friends from smoking. I feel like it's
it definitely is like a huge. Because I would have cigarettes with my smoking friends. Most of my friends smoked when I, through my teenage years into my 20s. Probably most of them. So I just was, I'm the kind of guy, like I bought 2 packs in my life and I would smoke like a third of them and I just would forget that I had them because I just never I never felt like I had to go smoke, So if it was it was always just like, oh yeah, I got cigarettes. Like if I was out with people that I wanted to be social with and that I love, it's nice when you're in a bar, you're drinking, and then it's like a couple of people are like, hey, we're going to go out for a smoke. And then you get to know them a little bit better because you're outside with just them talking to them. And you wouldn't have otherwise done that. So I get it, but they smell like shit.
Yeah, they smell terrible.
They're pretty gross, especially as a secondhand experience, especially as if you don't smoke anymore. It's absolutely not enjoyable. There was a whole portion of my life, thanks to smoking cigarettes, where I started a band. I mean, I just put it succinctly, there was a guy that I was at a bar with. We already had the band, but I wanted to smoke and he loaned me cigarettes. We started talking, we got to know each other. Next thing I know, he's the drummer in my band for like 5 years, and it was all because I was just wanting to smoke cigarettes. And that's weird shit. I remember working in the mall and it's like you go out through the weird, back alleys to the smoking spot, and I met so many people at the mall just because I would go smoke, and then I'd be like, oh yeah, that guy, like I wouldn't have known the dude from Radio Shack or Cinnabon or whatever if I hadn't been out back smoking,
and vaping's not the same because it's like you lose the social, because you could just do it anywhere. I mean, you can't do it anywhere technically, but like you kind of can, and you know, as long as you're discreet about it. But yeah, most people do. I see people on the subway because it's like, if you do it discreetly, you're not bothering anybody because you can just kind of lightly blow it down and it doesn't get in anybody's face. It's not bothering anybody, so it's like people just do it. You don't have to go out.
I just imagine a cloud like billowing out down from Matt's face. Yeah, but still, that all that to be said, I can never imagine just smoking while, like, when you're doing a marathon, you're breathing heavily. Like, that's just the most disgusting thing I can imagine. It's one thing to like chain smoke, which I've definitely done at times, and that's fine for whatever reason. But while like doing aerobic exercise for hours, like I don't get it. Like, what is it? Just a gimmick? Is he like, I'm
he's
that
just
guy?
Built different? Literally, I mean, he's built different. That's what.
I'm that
Is he
guy.
for sure inhaling though? Have we confirmed, or is he just like holding it?
This man looks like he inhales for sure.
He's inhaling.
Just like the general vibe. I would be very surprised if he wasn't inhaling.
Why would he?
Really getting in there. Okay.
Is this like a cigar situation where he's just getting into smoke in his mouth? And
that's the only way I could do it.
Wow.
I'd have to fake it the whole time.
Just to say that he was doing it. Yeah, I don't know. It's fucked up.
Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Well, I came by this article. I thought it would be fun because we've done so much of the worst discourse on the show that I didn't, even though I missed so much of it, I didn't want to dig into it too much again. But I ran by this article today from I don't know anything about this publication, The New Republic. Do y'all know this one? I don't know if it's good or bad.
I want to say that one's a conservative.
Okay. Well, the article here is called "Who Said It? Elon Musk or Mr. Burns?" And I thought it was so funny, and it gives you multiple choice questions. I thought maybe we could just go through some of them together until it's boring and we won't do it anymore. But why not? Yeah, it'll be fun. I mean, it's not our content, but it'll still be fun. Let's try. So the first one says, "Oppression and harassment are a small price to pay to live in the land of the free. Is it Mr. Burns or is it Elon Musk?"
I vote Burns because it's funny.
Yeah.
Oppression and harassment are a small price to pay for a life. That's got to be Burns.
Okay. It's interesting. It's not giving me the answer. I'm trying to figure out how do I have to do the whole thing.
I think you have to answer. You have to answer all of them and then submit.
Okay.
Yeah, I just did it.
Oh, you already did it. Okay, well, lead us then, Matt. Let's hear.
Sure,
what was the first one
The funny part is that I just selected Musk
for all
every time, and I scored 50%.
Well, okay,
So they gave us half and half. All right, so you guys tell me what you think. The politicians and unelected bureaucrats who stole our liberty should be tarred, feathered, and thrown out of town. Who's that? Is that Musk or Burns?
I'm going Burns.
Musk, because it's not
It's
funny.
Musk.
Yeah.
Okay. Of course it is.
I'm not the thief. The government is. Every year you make hardworking Joes like my reporter friend here pay income taxes.
Okay, that's Burns. It's got to be.
Is it Burns?
Oh, it's Burns. It's
Okay.
Burns. Seems
It's
too much like a
little
Simpsons joke. It's like
Too on the
actually
nose.
it's actually too funny of like a joke. He like Musk would never say something that like is
actually
like
funny.
a cohesive joke that isn't just like 69 420 LOL. Please like me for the love of God, please. Is that Burns or is that no, I'm just kidding.
That's Burns, right?
If there was a way that I could not eat so I could work more, I would not eat.
Musk.
Yeah, I agree.
It's Musk.
Yeah. I mean, I
Okay.
can kind of relate to that in some ways, but eating is fucking baller. Like, I love eating.
love to eat.
Also,
the fuck
I
do
find
you
it
live-
hard to believe that he works. So
I think he thinks he works. Like I think he just like he'll find stuff to do enough that he in his brain he's working 24/7, you know? Like does he have to? No. But he just will like a lot of like people that are like in that position do that. They just like make up things for themselves to do so
They
they can be
lure
like,
themselves.
I always work. Yeah.
I mean, I was gonna say that's the thing about CEOs is that they just like come up with things to like quote unquote put in motion, you know, and that's their work, right? It's like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I wanted to make
Exactly.
this thing happen, so I told all these people over here to
giving
do
other
it.
people work as I'm
Then I'm
working.
gonna, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I've worked with like executives where like they will spend like half of a day composing an email that is like a paragraph and a half long. And I'm not, and I wish I were joking, but that's like, I mean, granted, it would be like kind of an important email, but like that's what they do, you know, like, some of them at least.
Yeah.
And that to them, that's working for 6 hours.
Well, you know, when you're quote unquote in charge, which I guess if you're running your own business, you are. But you know, you can just decide that that's how you're going to spend your day, and that was important. You know, that was important that I did that.
I like this next one because you're going to know who it is, but it's also could go either way. I should be able to run over as many kids as I want.
It's got to be Burns. Please tell me it's Musk, though. I would love
It's
to hear
Burns, but I mean, it really could be Musk given the, you know, the whole,
Tesla.
slaughtering of people
Oh,
with those machines.
I didn't quite, make that connection, but of course.
Did you guys see, speaking of that, did you guys see that a Tesla in like, I think it was China, just straight up like it went into like park mode. Like he was trying to make it go into like park. I don't know if they had this mode, but it looked like that's what it was trying to do. And when I read the article, that's what it said.
That makes sense.
But then it just hit the accelerator and did not stop. And apparently the guy was desperately trying to get the car to stop. And it would just, I mean, he was going like 100 and some miles an hour. And eventually he just hit 2 people and killed them. And he
did
lived.
hear about that. It's very
And
awful.
there's a whole video of it. Like you can't really see, you don't see anybody die, but it's like you can see the fucking car absolutely flying. Yeah. Anyway, it's so horrifying.
And Elon, I'm sure, is hard at work on that. You know.
Oh yeah, he's going to draft an email for 6 hours.
It's just like it's so funny to me because he's making the submarine truck, supposedly. Because it's like
Yeah.
that thing
You can
is
ford rivers briefly.
gonna kill people are gonna drown at sea in that thing.
I just
God.
can't even imagine like the dude that's like, oh my God, I can't wait to fucking ford a river in my goddamn Cybertruck. PS1 graphics truck.
There's already these people that do this. They just don't drive Teslas. They drive, lifted Jeeps with the like scuba exhaust.
Exactly.
And like, I don't know. I don't want to dredge it up. I said I wasn't going to, but it's going to happen anyway. Like, I remember when Elon made this, I don't know what to call it. Like he says that, the Cybertruck's going to be able to go underwater. And then people that work at Tesla are like, wait. This is the first time I've ever heard of this. As somebody who's working on this truck, we don't know why this is a feature now, like
it's got to be so frustrating to have like your boss is like a popular tweeter and also a fucking idiot. And you just have to deal with that. Like you can't even realize, just hearing about the product that you're developing from him on Twitter and him just he just finishes jerking off and he's like, you know what? It'd be cool if it could be a boat.
Oh, that needs to be me. He just nutted in me and now he's tweeting about his truck is going to be a boat.
Crimes on the side?
Yeah, with crimes. I was going to say though, but now it's kind of even funnier that it's happening not only on Twitter, but about Twitter. Like, did y'all see the story about the guy, the engineer who was trying to push back at him because he says, oh, Twitter on Android runs so slow, and the guy's like, I've worked on Twitter for Android for 6 years. And you're totally wrong. And I guess he fired him. He just says that in the fucking. Did HR advise you to not say that shit? Like, you can't just be like, he's fired now. That can't be like a good best practice to do that.
No.
Just insane, man. I do want to. I really like this next one here. So. Okay. There will be no Mars if we let them take our freedom away.
This has got to be Musk, please. It's got to be Musk.
That's Musk.
It is indeed Musk. You guys are doing really well.
What does that even mean?
I don't know what it fucking means. I think he's just like, this is the kind of guy he's become. He's like, I just feel like this is like a type of dude that anybody can become now. Like, anti-woke, anti cancel culture person. And that's just like the kind of person that you can become if you're a dude.
I think you can as many genders, but I don't understand. It's definitely dudes are the most susceptible to this. I feel like
they love it, man.
I think you got to be comfortable, miserable. and maybe I don't want to say nothing to lose because he has plenty to lose, but it doesn't seem to matter either. For some reason, they're just like, fuck it. Freedom is just another word for nothing left to lose. So I got to make sure that I'm protecting my freedom, right?
Yep.
That's what it means. Freedom. Self-sabotaging yourself into the fucking bankruptcy. That's the real definition of freedom.
Okay, so this one I really like too. I'm going to skip one because that one sucks. Family, religion, friendship. These are the 3 demons you must slay if you wish to succeed in business.
Oh my God.
That's got to be Musk.
Is it Musk?
Got to be a cartoon character. You can't say that out loud.
It's Burns. Okay. But it does feel like he could absolutely tweet that. It really does feel like he could say that.
I would believe it. Yeah.
It's like super
he has done that. So I would tell those people they will get to see their families a lot when we go bankrupt.
Oh, that's definitely exactly what I was just trying to say. So it's got to be Musk. It's got to be.
Yeah. That is indeed Musk.
That's literally exactly what I was trying to say. He said it. He's fucking said it. I don't understand. Satire is dead. You can't even make jokes about people. They just do it themselves. They just dunk on themselves.
Okay, if you can take advantage of a situation in some way, it's your duty as an American to do it. Is it Musk? Is it Burns?
It feels like it should be Burns.
Burns.
It's Burns. It's Burns. Okay, last one. Morons. Pathetic morons in my employ, stealing my precious money. I mean, that's
I really want it to be Musk, but it can't be. It can't be. It's gotta be Burns. Yeah. You can't say that in real life and get away with it.
No,
I think even that would go
beyond. Not even he could do that. That's all of them. You guys did really well.
Nice job. Way to go, Ashley. We did it.
Way to go, Phil. Hell yeah.
Teamwork.
Thanks. Well, I was going to say, speaking of people that just go woke, or I don't know how you were describing him, but I guess Trump is going to run again for president.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I'm excited or scared or, I mean, obviously, I think this is what everybody says when I bring it up. And I'm like, he doesn't stand a chance. And everybody's like, that's what we said last time. I'm just like, well, I think it's different this time. But I don't know.
I think it's definitely different this time. He's definitely in a much weaker position than he was. The Republican Party seems to have a significant chunk of the Republican establishment has unified against him, which wasn't totally the case. There was a small but very vocal fraction that was against him, but they ended up becoming losers and greatly disliked. In his words, but it was correct. But he's not what he used to be. I mean, I don't know if he's still got the mojo, you know? I mean, I think in some ways he does, but like his momentum is not what it was, in my opinion. So he endorsed a bunch of candidates this cycle, right?
Yeah.
And they all lost. Every single one of them lost. That's not a great look. That's like he was supposed to be like the kingmaker, right? He is the Republican Party.
He was.
That's not how that works. You don't have every candidate you endorse lose the fucking race and come away unscathed.
I mean, personally, I feel like, you know, there's a lot of liberals that make too much out of January 6th, and it kind of makes it funny if you're going to bring it up that you have to like swallow the pill that people are like, January 6th is at 9/11. And it's like, no, it's not. Like, just
no,
slow down. It's not 9/11. But like, I do think that has a taint on him. I don't think he's going to be able to get out from under that. I just think that for me, I think that was like kind of an irreversible turning point for Trump's career. Like, you know, people stormed the Capitol on, I mean, let's just be real, basically on his behalf. And,
and he was chill with it. I mean,
people died, you know, like people were killed by the Capitol Police and Secret Service. And, you know, I think there's plenty of people that will still support him, but I don't think the GOP would put him up as the nominee. You know, I just don't think that's going to happen. Which gives me much solace in that maybe we can enjoy some quality Trump shit posting.
I know.
Please, yeah.
Yeah, why is he not back on Twitter yet? I don't understand.
Yeah, I agree.
That's literally the only reason I was happy about Elon taking over Twitter. Is that maybe Trump would get his Twitter back because he deserves it.
Because Kanye got his back, right? Pretty much right away.
Yes, I believe so. But they said it was like unrelated, but I don't know.
Oh, it wasn't.
You know, they were like, oh, he just, yeah. But
interesting.
I guess we'll see though. I don't know. It's very I don't know if that faction is like. Oh, you also have DeSantis too, who's like mini Trump. Do you know DeSantis? He's like the governor of Florida.
Yeah.
Oh, I know DeSantis.
Yeah, you definitely know DeSantis. He's a extreme scumbag, and he definitely is like trying to I don't know, usurp the Trump, just Trump in general, and try and get. He's trying to get in on the Trump train, you know, and take what he can. And the thing is, Trump can't stand the fucking guy. They're good because he's trying to be him, basically. And Trump absolutely can't stand that. I mean, imagine if somebody, you know, is trying to be you and you're fucking a complete narcissist. You know, you're going to hate the person because he actually hates himself.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think I think that people can do, we've seen it again and again, right? You can put Trump, Kanye, Elon all in the same category. Very specific type of person. They have enough of a platform that they can do shit every single day to stay in the headlines. DeSantis is not on that level. I'm not seeing headlines of DeSantis every single day. He's not that charismatic.
He really isn't. You know, like he doesn't have, like, Trump is like, love him or hate him, entertaining as hell to watch. He just is. You know, he's kind of a funny, weird fucking dude. DeSantis is just a creepy,
just an asshole.
Yeah, scumbag, and he gives off like piece of shit vibes without it being entertaining piece of shit vibes.
He has like used car salesman vibes, kind of.
Yes, he does. He absolutely
Sleazy.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of somebody that I like as far as public figures go. I just hate Donald Trump so much. Like I've always just despised the guy. But yeah, I can still be entertained by his terrible, goofy, disgusting. I mean, I would be overjoyed if he died today. I would be so happy about that. But like, yeah, I can still watch him like fumble through a sentence, like just saying the same thing over and over again, and I'm just like, this is quality shit right here. Like you just can't get that from me.
For me, like one of the most defining moments was him debating Biden. That was like I remember just like it seemed like an SNL skit. It was like so surreal watching him just be like, "What about your son? What about your drug addicted son, Joe?" Just like interrupting him, like, what the fuck is American democracy? Like, what the fuck is going on here? This is where we're at, everybody. Like, it's a dark future, man.
It's bad. Woo. Yeah. I'm just wondering if like we can get who's the guy on Hell's Kitchen?
Gordon Ramsay.
Can we get him to run for? He's English, so I guess not.
Yeah,
still,
no.
That's
He's
like
gonna have
level.
to do. He has to do something with that accent. If he can do an American accent well, if he takes lessons and he gets good at it, then
convincing. Yeah.
Come back, and we'll get you on there.
No, I think the accent is important. I just wanted to hear him be so mean to the other candidate in the debates. Like.
It's raw.
Thank you. Yeah. What the fuck is wrong? I can't do it, but
I got a friend that's he's like convinced that I forget the guy's name. Is it like it's like John Lafferty or like he's the guy that does Bar Rescue.
Oh, that guy.
What's his name? I think it's John
I'll look
Lafferty.
it up.
But he does have Trump vibes.
Oh,
like
yeah,
Trump piece of shit vibes, like American sleazy business. Was it?
John Taffer.
Taffer. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That guy, he loves that guy. He's convinced that he's going to be the next Trump and that he will vote for him if he ever makes it.
That is so funny. That guy has so little clout. He'll never get to that level, but I do understand they have the same energy. Like
they do have the same energy.
Persona, like
American, like it's like that very specific brand of like American carnival barker that like Americans just kind of love, like no matter what. They love it, dude. We all love it a little bit.
Oh God, I can't handle it. I'm trying to imagine that guy running for president. I wanted to ask about this. I saw this. I was actually just talking to Lee about this before the show, but I guess there's a lot of stuff going around right now, and we have the expert on the show tonight. Ashley, you're gonna have to help me out with this.
Okay.
I guess Taylor Swift has announced a tour.
Yes,
as one does. And Ticketmaster has like shit the bed, like
100% yes.
Lots
of white women are very upset. Rose Vineshank posted something that I really like, and she was like, the Taylor Swift tickets are like the Thunderdome for white women. And it was great. Yeah, all the white girls that I work with are very upset. Some of them haven't gotten their tickets yet.
Did you get yours?
It's at this point they're like thousands of dollars. There's no way that I'm going to be able to ask.
How much does a Taylor Swift ticket go for? Thousands?
I think it depends on the demand and like how quickly you
like market you're trying to see her in.
Oh my God, is she playing MSG? Because I'm sure that's going to sell out in like 3 seconds.
Yeah, it's going to be hell. If I could get tickets, I would definitely go, but.
You still can, because what I last heard was that it was so shitty that Matt's like, no, don't say that, Phil. I don't want to go see that.
Wait, what's shitty?
But no, I guess Ticketmaster just like reversed everything, all ticket sales, everything. It's always so bad and so fucked up that they just like canceled all tickets.
And they're gonna just redo it.
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
round 2. That's gotta feel super bad if you like were one of the ones that got your ticket, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then they're just like, sorry, never mind.
I mean, I kind of get it. I mean, in a lot of cases, I wish more companies would do shit like that. Like, oh, this was so fucked up. Just like start over. Just do it again. Like you fucked this up way too bad. But yeah,
are there any bands that you guys would like that you maybe not pay thousands of dollars for? I don't think there's any band I would pay thousands of dollars to see. But is there any band like even if they are retired, they came out of retirement, whatever, that you'd pay like a cool $500 to see them live and with like good seats?
I'm like really thinking.
Probably not. Just because like any of the bands that I would pay a huge amount of money to see were probably better like in the 90s or early 2000s if I could time travel to that time period and do that. But like I don't want to see Courtney Love now. That sounds awful. Yeah.
I see what you mean.
I'm good. Yeah.
I think the only one I can like think off the top of my head is like I would pay like I don't maybe not 500, but I would pay like if I could get a good place and see Daft Punk live, I would probably really enjoy that, and I would even do it for Justice too. I've never seen Justice live, and I've always wanted to.
Oh, Justice would be a fun show.
Yeah, Justice or if they were both playing, that would be fucking incredible.
Well, that's a good answer because specifically Daft Punk is broken up, but yet they are still alive. So like something like that, it could like happen, but probably won't.
Something.
No, you think so?
I think so.
Back,
I think so. I mean, I think they might do like I don't know. Maybe in a couple years they'll do like, we're doing a tour. I think the call to like make
what happened?
$2 million for like a couple months of work is going to be pretty. I would do it.
I was like happy for a minute because I'm just like, Matt, Phoebe Bridgers is also with Taylor Swift, and that would be fun, right? And then I looked at the tickets, $1,246 for row 3.
Yeah, call me when Chelsea Wolfe is playing with her.
That would be a great show.
I've tried to think about a band I would pay thousands of dollars for, and like, there's a couple different things. One is that I'm like a big loser when it comes to music these days. Like, I just don't, I don't like anybody good enough to like that what they would be expensive. But then like I've also seen like a lot of fucking shows. Like I've seen some of the best artists I would ever imagine. So I've seen Herbie Hancock twice. Seen the Gorillaz like many times, and I'm not comparing or qualifying these artists necessarily, but like those are just some of the bands that some of the artists that I would be so excited to go see, and I'm like, well, I did it. So
I see what you mean.
But like Herbie Hancock, that dude is just I saw him at Bonnaroo. I saw him live here in Denver. He is just amazing, man. Like
I've heard that he's really good live. Yeah, I guess I was trying to think because I mean, like, I'm kind of in the same boat where like I saw. Like in my 20s, I just went to shows so often. I saw like a lot of the bands that I wanted to see that I look back and go like, I would love to see them. I've already seen them, but there were some that were already big. Like Justice was like immediately big upon their first release, and Daft Punk was already big by the time I was a teenager. So I didn't get to see either one of them. It just didn't work out. You know, I remember I tried getting tickets to fucking a Justice show, and it sold out like instantaneously, and then the resale ones were like $200, and I was like 21, and I was like, do not have this kind of money, which is hilarious.
I'm trying to look up Justice. I'm not sure if I know them or not. Let's see.
Oh, you do. You definitely do.
Yeah, you've definitely heard some of it. They do like
that's not necessarily what I meant. I agree. You're right. I've definitely heard them, but I'm just trying to put it, connect the dots, if you will. Does that make sense? I don't know.
Just Dance, that song.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is probably really helpful because that's like definitely the only song that says that.
All right, cool. All right, good to know.
So have you guys been keeping up with the FTX fallout?
Oh, we gotta talk about that.
Yeah, I'd like to hear about it because I figured you would know more about it. Like I actually heard of all things NPR reporting about it, which was kind of funny.
Oh yeah. Everybody's reporting on it. It's huge. Well, it's like Enron.
It blew up.
Big.
So yeah, everywhere. But can you give us the inside out? Because I know there's a lot more going on. Like for instance, the show notes says Bankman-Fried polycule FTX.
Yeah. So look, the whole completely insane like multi-billion-dollar liquidation of one of the largest crypto firms, and just the biggest, possibly the biggest fraud case since Enron. That's neither here nor there. The real fucking news is that the owners and the like executives of the FTX all lived in the same penthouse in the Bahamas and were romantically linked,
living their best lives. I mean,
yes. So they would date each other. They were polyamorous. Now, we don't know the extent to when they were dating who, when, and how that where they worked. And quite frankly, my imagination is running wild, because you should see some of these fucking people. But I wanted to read. I have one of the I think she was like the CFO of Alameda Research, which is like a separate but linked company that Sam Bankman-Fried actually started too. And there's a bunch of illegal stuff that they were doing, like trading with people's deposits and like money that they weren't supposed to have access to, and all that kind of stuff, making huge, insane bets on, with the equivalent of like leverage and all that. Just crazy, fucking insane shit. It's very illegal. But anyway, Caroline Ellison is her name. And someone found some of her posts throughout the years leading up to this. And I just wanted
on Tumblr, right?
Yeah, on Tumblr, right? So, of course. So I just wanted to read this one from here. When I first started my foray into poly, I thought of it as a radical break from my trad past. But to be honest, I've come to decide the only acceptable style of poly is best characterized as something like, quote, imperial Chinese harem. None of this is non-hierarchical bullshit. Everyone should have a ranking of their partners. People should know where they fall on the ranking, and there should be a vicious power struggle for the higher ranks. Can you imagine what it was like in that goddamn penthouse? Billions of dollars they had at their hands. They were trading billions of dollars in fake money, in real money.
Yeah, and tongue and spit, apparently.
Yes. And fucking and farting and sucking and all kinds of shit.
Phil, have you seen this girl?
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't want to like body shame anybody, which is not my vibe. But like when I saw the picture of her after reading that, I was just like, who is going this hard for her? Like,
exactly right. It's like, I mean, especially since this is her personality. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, dude. Like, oof, you think you'd make up for it in looks, but
is that her viewpoint? Though? Is that her? So maybe she's the one that is being viciously, trying to.
She's on the lower rungs of the.
Yeah, I mean, that's not how it reads to me, but it certainly could be. She doesn't clarify.
Right. It's not specified, but that's when you first read it, that's the vibe you get, right? Which is that she expects everyone to be competing for her.
Fighting for that pussy. Yeah. I feel like you can make fun of and body shame bajillionaires or like very rich people. I feel like you should be allowed.
You're right. We have stated this on the show before. Mm-hmm. It's totally fine to body shame absurdly
polyamorous people. Yeah, we can.
Polyamorous.
She's a homely girl. We'll be honest here. It is what it is.
I just gotta say, like, I don't have enough energy for that, and I can't even imagine having multiple partners. Period. But even like that level of energy in a monogamous relationship, I'm like, no, I'm tired. Like,
I did a few.
She got a taste of two dudes fighting over her, and then this. She was just posting like this for like 2 months.
The wettest pussy she ever had. Two dudes just like. Sorry, was that? Did I?
Maybe her mouth do some crazy shit. We don't know. We don't know.
It's all teeth, no lip.
Yeah, there's no lips going on there.
You're just going to shred your dick off. That sounds awful. Right.
Maybe she got like a 7-inch tongue. We don't know. We can't confirm any of this.
Yep, that's true. I've never seen her mouth opened.
Make it make sense.
We can't. But I guess, again, that's what money does to you, right? You just, we've seen it. We've seen it with, I guess now we've seen it. We've seen it. We talked about it can do it to dudes. Now we see what it could do to women as well.
Yeah, absolute power corrupts polyamorously.
What's a literal cockfight?
Just dudes fighting over that girl's pussy like Taylor Swift tickets.
I bet you she could get Taylor Swift tickets like that.
I'm sure.
Or she could
That's
have.
true.
Maybe not anymore. But
I would do it for Taylor Swift tickets. I'm not gonna lie.
You would do what, Ashley?
You know.
Yeah.
She would enter the Chinese harem willingly.
I got
for Taylor Swift tickets.
Well, speaking of moving into the harem, I don't know if that's quite analogous to what I'm trying to say here, but there was one last article I thought we should touch on that I found right before the show. It says the headline reads Kanye West Reddit moderator, which is probably the most pathetic title you could be designated. But it says Kanye West Reddit moderator says page has become a bloodbath. And then if you continue to read this article from what is it, NME, it says, come on, internet, there we go. Ian Slater, 28, revealed that he's stepping down from the role because the discourse surrounding Kanye has become so vicious that he can no longer moderate a Reddit forum dedicated to the man. I like, okay, before we discuss this anymore, I wanted to point out that at some point in this article, if I can find it, he says, I gotta find it. Where is it? Maybe. Okay, here it is. He also said Ye's controversies have resulted in him converting to a quote unquote Charlie XCX guy. Which I'm like, this guy has no personality. Like he was just he's a Kanye guy.
To find a different person to worship. God, dude, I'd never get that shit.
Converted to a
like
Charlie
it's a religion.
He's a moderator on that forum now. I'm assuming.
I see.
What this means.
Is there money in moderating Reddit forums, or is that like a for fun thing?
Just clout. It's nothing but clout bucks.
All right, that is
entrance
very
into the Chinese harem. If you're good enough.
I just want to know if any of the listeners out there have started a Succ subreddit. That's what it is.
No, this could be you one day.
Subreddit.
Let us know. We want to know about how it's going in the Succ subreddit. Is it a bloodbath?
Because I'll make it happen. I'll make it a bloodbath. I'll make it weird.
Yes, people will be destroying Matt in the comments of the Reddit posts all day, every day. No, they do that on Facebook already.
It's got to be hellish in that subreddit. I've never been in the Kanye subreddit, but I can only imagine the types of people that frequent a Kanye subreddit.
Let's check it out. I'm gonna go reddit.com/r/Kanye. The very first one says we made it on the news. Oh, and it's this article. Okay, that's hilarious. The biggest post in the subreddit is the article we're talking about. Followed by a post of Kim Kardashian. Kim tries to kiss Ye, crying emoji, old video. Wow. I can't imagine why you would spend your time here.
Yeah.
Why do you care? Why do you give a shit?
I don't know. It's
so
next post says, I don't know. I feel like Jesus is overhyped. Listening to it for the first time. Imagine posting that. What the fuck?
I think it's interesting here. It says in the article that West paid a settlement to a former employee who had accused him of using anti-Semitic language. And I think this was like 2019, 2018.
Yeah. I remember reading that line and I thought, okay, this is
Yeah, it was. Yeah. In a tirade, he went off in 2018. Wow. So this has been like, it's weird because I don't remember hearing about him being anti-Semitic until recently, but I don't really keep up with his bullshit that much.
I mean, does it matter that like he's in this like, manic downward spiral that he's made anti-Semitic remarks? Do you think that like when he was not, just clearly having a mental health episode, that people were just kind of like, yeah, whatever, it's Kanye, he said something anti-Semitic, whatever. Is it only now that they're like, oh no, Kanye, we have to stop you now? Because
I guess I don't know well enough, but it seems like he's been way more in like forward with that and just really leaning into it a lot.
I'll never get over the clip about the doctor.
Oh my God, that was so fucking funny. He's a Jewish doctor.
I'm not supposed to say it.
Yeah. Literally like a fucking Larry David bit, man. So good.
Oh man,
incredible.
The internet hasn't changed in the 3 weeks I've been gone. Everything. It's shout out to Kim who's not here. We miss you for normal purposes, but mainly because we're eating McRibs without.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop a McRib off at her place.
That's very kind of you. I still got mine. I'm gonna see if I can get a couple good bites here. I gotta see if I can.
Yeah, what's the overall rating for the McRib?
For me,
are
we doing out of 10? 10 out of 10 is the highest.
Out of 10, yeah, 10's the highest.
I gotta say, I really liked it. I give it like an 8 out of 10. I would order that again. I thought it was pretty good.
I definitely wouldn't order that again.
No, I'm good forever.
I'm a McRib guy. I learned that tonight.
Oh no, that checks out. Actually, it makes sense.
I'm a McRib guy. Who knew?
I give it a 6.
We know. I'm probably on the same level with Ashley here. I'm not a fan. The molded meat thing is just too weird.
Yeah,
otherwise the ingredients are all pretty good.
Yeah, I had to watch it be made way too much for. I can't get into it. I mean, it was better than I thought it was. That's for sure.
We should talk about our sponsor-ish thing, right?
Yeah,
the McRib.
Yes.
Yeah. The okay. So, I totally fucked this up, but it was we're supposed to do like we can use a link through Amazon, right? This was explained to me by Kim, who's not here right now. But part of the bit we were going to do
Amazon.
You can go on Amazon.
You can order a McRib. And we will get the money. I don't know.
We get some money. We don't get the money. That I don't think we get the whole McRib.
Get the whole thing.
we're actually hawking. We're hawking McRib substitutes. We're fake McRibs.
We will mail you a McRib from our own house,
from Ashley's basement apartment.
Yeah, wet, cold. Mold meat just for you.
Mold meat.
Wish you were joking, but you can actually go on the Amazon link and we found fake McRibs, as Kim called them, McFibs.
McFibs. That's cute.
Pretty good one. That's a pretty good one. Yeah.
Wait, is that wait? Do we actually? Is this real?
Yeah.
I was joking when
real.
I said McRib. Okay,
no,
awesome.
We can do that. So we're gonna. I think we can put the link to the Amazon thing in the like Patreon / Spotify thing
in the show notes. Everybody's pointing to it right now. If you can't see it, we're pointing to the link. It's right there, fuckers. Just look at that dick. It's right there on the side.
Oh God! Yeah. All right.
It's Amazon.com, and the dot is a mole that he has. It's just, gotta get it checked out. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for tuning in to another episode of The Suck. This has been episode 56.
56
of The Suck, the McRib episode. That's probably what we'll just have to call it. Right?
This is the McRib episode, McRib edition.
Did it?
So glad I'm so glad I would have never gotten that. Thank you so much for this gift.
No problem.
I now understand that I'm a McRib guy.
He is a McRib guy. Fantastic.
Yeah, I am.
Well, please, as always, I like to let you know that we have a Facebook group, The Suck Shame Posting. Join us there. Post your pictures of you eating a McRib. Video review would be great. I haven't done one.
It's not some weird kink thing. I swear, it's not because I want to.
But send it directly to me.
If you're enjoying the show enough and you want to support us on patreon.com/thesuck, please do. You'll get bonus episodes and join our Discord. And now we're on anchor.fm. You can get our bonus episodes there. If you don't want to fuck with Patreon, totally understand that. Go to anchor.fm/thesuck and get our bonus episodes there. And which we'll be having one of those next week. So if we don't see you, then join us in a couple weeks.
It's on you.
You're fucking up. You're fucking up.
For the price of one McRib.
Yep.
Less.
You could be getting a year's worth of the Succ.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great night.
Later.
Bye.